What's going on, NBA fanatics? This is your friendly neighborhood Memphis Grizzlies home of Memphis X, and I talk hoops. Today we are talking about an 0-5 road trip and the Grizzlies being the most hated team in the NBA. But first, every hero needs their theme music.
Piano.
Grizz gang, go hard. Baddest in the game, we be on one. I talk hoops, so secure. All up on the court, but we gon' score. Memphis bringing heat straight from Tennessee. Demo respect and let's go, boy. He that MVP.
This is Memphis X with iTalkHoops. While you're here, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell to be notified every time I drop a video. I have a goal to reach 3,000 subscribers by the playoffs, and I'm going to need your help to get there. Thank you. Well, the Grizzlies are on their way home after their fifth straight loss on the road, falling to the Minnesota Timberwolves 111-100. And this 5-game losing streak has brought out the insanity in Grizz fans. But what it has also done is brought out the haters on Twitter of the Grizzlies. Now, it has been the most wonderful thing this year. And I told you guys last year when all that fake love was going around for the Grizzlies that it was going to change. And boy, has it changed for the worst. The Grizzlies are perhaps hated by every other fan base in the league. And I mean intense hate. Oh, people got some beefs, some axes to grind against the Grizzlies. And this morning was probably the most funniest axe grind. It's like it was hilarious. And what's so funny is it's so nonsensical, but it's going to stick as a talking point for a while because people online are stupid. As you can see, this guy puts this post out this morning, and it got amplified by a very popular Twitter guy on Twitter this morning. It's one of the first things I saw on Twitter this morning. So I just let it simmer to see where it would go. And I looked at the thread and I looked at his examples of course, Jaren Jackson Jr.'s blocks being cooked at home. And it was so much nonsense. And the reason, and it's so funny because as a Grizz fan who intensely watches their games, all of their games, multiple times, I knew just from on a face that it was nonsense because I've seen every freaking Jaren Jackson block and steal this season. So I knew how stupid it was from the beginning. But what I also knew is how much people hated the Grizzlies and how much they would latch on to it. And boy, did they latch on to it. This guy with almost, I think, over 40,000 Twitter followers, who is very popular, routinely goes viral in the NBA Twitter space. He basically said that Jaren Jackson's Defensive Player of the Year case was over. Jaren Jackson's stats or Jaren Jackson's performance at home is so freaking good that people who watch the NBA think it's fake. They think the aliens did it. They think the Grizzlies have to be cheating. He has been so freaking good at home that they really, really believe the Grizzlies are cheating. And you know how stupid you have to be to believe something like this? because it means that you've been watching the NBA. You've been reporting on the NBA. You've gathered 40,000 plus followers on Twitter because of your NBA takes. And you don't even know the basic rules of the NBA. You don't even know how the scoring is done in the NBA. The stat keeping is done in the NBA. You are an idiot. And I'm not going to say your name. I'm going to put your tweets up here, though. But you're an idiot. You have to, and it just lets you know. And the only way this stuff, it reminds me of during the election cycles where all these stupid posts can get amplified. And they only get amplified because you have this deep ingrained hate in you that you want to see something that's good be declared bad. And it happens a lot online. This is why you always see people get real popular, and then after they've been popular for a year or so online, the haters come. And people try to look up old tweets of people who got popular. People try to find old things about people who got popular because they want to bring them down. And the Grizzlies are in that cycle right now. And it's a lovely thing for me because it's funny as hell that there are so many Grizzlies haters online. Every 29 other fan bases, and I'm not exaggerating, distinctly hate the Grizzlies. And that's not all, because the Grizzlies were also called frauds prior to that. As you can see, I'm going to put this tweet on. I'm going to put this tweet up also. And let me see if I can pull it up. I'm going to put this tweet up by a Ringer guy, of course, another nest of nuts. The Ringer, yes, the historically gathering of bad take artists. Raheem Palmer, after the Grizzlies lost, he says, I know they aren't healthy tonight, but the Grizzlies team is incredibly fraudulent. Ja Morant is the new Allen Iverson, for better or for worse. Simultaneously one of the most exciting players in the league, but also one of the most overrated. The Grizzlies win at home because they have a good defense and can get out in transition and overwhelm most NBA teams. They could lose to just about anyone in the playoffs, but they also could beat the Warriors because the Warriors are so turnover prone. Yes, the haters are out in full force, guys. I just want you to embrace this time, because when the Grizzlies do win it all, and yes, despite the 0-5 record, despite my feeling that they have a lack of perimeter shooting, which they do, despite for them not being the overwhelming favorite, which they aren't, I still think they're going to win it all this season. And when they do, when they do, y'all just don't know how many tweets that I have bookmarked. Oh, God. The rant that I'm going to do that night, I might go live for 24 hours straight talking about haters. And I ain't bullshitting. I literally might go live 24 hours straight after the Grizzlies win the championship. Straight live for 24 hours or until I pass out. One of the two. But it's going to be raunchy. I'm going to tell you like this. It's going to be raunchy. Whatever happens, happens. But I'm telling you, the haters are coming out in full force. Now, this Minnesota game, it was a loss. Of course, Desmond Bane didn't play. Steven Jackson didn't play. For some reason, they decided to start Zaire Williams. He got up 6 shots from three-point land off the bench, 3 games in a row, starts and gets up 2. Yeah. So it's whatever. It's a loss. 0-5. The Grizzlies are 31-18. The Grizzlies are still right now, as we speak, second in the West. 2.5 games. I think they're going to be 2.5 games. They might be 2 games behind the Nuggets. The Nuggets, of course, lost to Philadelphia this tonight or this evening, this afternoon, whenever it was. So they're 3 wins behind the Nuggets, 2 losses, I think. Let's see. Yeah, 2 losses behind the Nuggets, 3 wins behind the Nuggets. They are, of course, 3rd in the NBA. They are the 5th youngest team, and they have the 28th highest payroll in the NBA. So, no, this team has not gone all in yet. No, this team has not made their big move yet. And this team is still a contender. They're 3 games up on 3rd place Sacramento Kings, who are going through their hot streak right now. Of course, I think, let's see, the Boston Celtics are on a 3-game losing streak. The Denver Nuggets have lost 3 or 4. But, of course, we should be panicking in Memphis. Guys, I am very, very happy that our city did very well last night. I am very happy about that. It was a rough time. I hope you guarded your mental and avoided that video as much as possible. I know I did. I still haven't seen it. I don't want to see it. And I'm just happy that Sunday night, because these last 5 games have been rough. This video coming out has been rough. I am going to go to the game Sunday with my fellow Memphians and celebrate this team, cheer this team on, and hopefully help the Grizzlies get back on the right track and win Sunday versus the Pacers. The game starts at 5 o'clock. Hopefully you can be there. Hopefully you can help us sell out the Forum for Sunday and really bring some good energy and mojo back to the Grizzlies team, because they seem like they're very dejected right now. That's where they should be. You know they haven't been playing well. But the whole city of Memphis has had basically a heavy heart for this past week or so. And hopefully we can put this behind us and move forward, and this game can be a launching pad. Peace.